As the urbanization of the New World inevitably grew, the first people of Turtle Island, now reserved on segregated lands, began to adapt. Cities offered greater resources and more opportunity, but the transition was not so easy. The way of life for many of the indigenous population had been destroyed, whether it's from the decimation of the buffalo or the restriction of movement across our ancestral lands. Life was forever changed. Canada was born out of the treaties. This relationship was built on friendship and cooperation in sharing the land. But time has not been kind to the treaties. Conflict has been ongoing, and maintaining that friendship has often been difficult in these modern times. The Sik-Ooh-Kotoki Society is the longest standing Indigenous organization in Lethbridge. It has been providing programs and services to the Indigenous population of Lethbridge since 1969. Their mission supports and promotes self-determined activity which strengthens Indigenous cultural distinctiveness. And their vision is to promote an improved quality of life, respect, dignity, and equal opportunity for Indigenous people in the urban community. The Centre is a member of the Alberta Native Friendship Centre Association and follows a mandate to provide service to off-reserve urban Indigenous people across Alberta. These services help those who are in need of a support system to cope with the urban environment and all the challenges it brings. The city offers a much different way of living than Indigenous people were accustomed to no less than 100 years ago. The Friendship Centre movement began in the mid-1950s when local groups were formed across Canada to represent the interests of Indigenous people migrating from outlying reserves and Métis settlements to urban areas. These groups became known as Friendship Centres, and today in Lethbridge, Alberta, the Sik-Ooh-Kotoki Friendship Centre is busy at work providing those services built on hope and a commitment to moving forward in friendship.
I am Blackfoot, born and raised in Cardston, raised on reserve, got my education, got my management degree. I've lived here 35 years, and this is I've always had like management jobs, and I've been here 4 years as executive director, and so I'm well known back home. I have connections, lifelong connections, community. I worked senior manager. I was HR coordinator for Black Tribe Administration for 25 years. So I saw 6 terms of council back in the 2-year system. Then they moved to the 4-year system. 5 band managers and over 1,200 employees. And then I had about 14 directors that I worked with in force policy. And I go to the Sundance as much as I can, bring my children, my daughter, get our faces painted, get blessed for the year. My grandmother, all her family were Horn Society. Her sisters were all in the Horn Society, married to Horn member. So I kind of grew up in that. So even though I live in a city, I brought it where I can and make those connections. Because for First Nations people, any city you go live to, you're going to feel isolated. You're different from everyone else. So you see where you can make a connection and you'll keep that connection. So a lot of the people, they see the connection is here, they keep the connection. Yeah. So we don't only just provide language and culture. There's sports. We just had lacrosse. We have soccer. We've got baseball. We brought a whole bunch of kids we brought some kids up to watch the hockey games. And then there's sports that they can participate in. And we've got a youth council on the go. We're going to start up a powwow committee, a powwow club. So you have your cultural, your academic, and your sports. Whatever we can to empower the young people here. And then you give our elders a sense of, they're so isolated here, so have a Christmas dinner or have a Halloween powwow, right? They come alive and they say, Elaine, you should keep doing this. This is so good. You got us. We're so lonely. Because from there, they just go back to their place in the city. Not like back home on a reserve, you get relatives stop by and visit, right? Or you go to the band office and sit in a cafe, and you have your social life. That's so important. It's too much loneliness in the city, too much isolation. That's where you're going to make the poor choices. So we're kind of a hub of, let's say, a little Blackfoot hub here in Lethbridge that keeps our people connected to our ways and to us. And when you have that sense of connection and you get the identity, you grow as a person, but then you can weather the storms of racism. Then you have more confidence to go and make an application for a job, stand up for your rights, speak up for your rights, and get educated. Like that. Because there's enough negativity out there. There's enough sadness. Why add to that? Doesn't make you feel good, hey? You'd rather be out there. I even have indoor archery. Holy, the young men that come and they hey? And I've got some powerful videos that show back in the day and then the boys try to, there's a truck with a trailer and they pretend that's the buffalo and they get on their horse bareback and they're running after them trying to hit a bale. Like, give that back to the young people. Man, the pride in them, you know. That's your trend. It's the young people, and culture is power. That's elders told me that, so I'm going to share that. Everything elders taught me, I share. We don't keep. What good going to be just to keep it in here and then I die tomorrow, right? Whereas what I've taught you, you can go and hey, let's look at resources for this and this and that. This really works. So I'm going to write a book. I'm going to your culture's power.
The center is just getting busier and busier. We have two new great programmers, Kelsey Manyfingers Healy and Jeremy Fox, youth program manager and youth program outreach worker, respectively. And in addition to bringing the ANFCA, so that's our governing kind of organization, their youth council into fruition here in Lethbridge. They have got a number of really cool little things going on and coming up. So. The adult programming we do is kind of think like rec and culture, so like a YMCA but with Blackfoot language classes. So in the back, you might have seen, we have a pretty big basketball court, and I've kitted it out with about $5,000 worth of my own weightlifting equipment that I brought around with me with my boxing programs, and a bunch of regular boxing equipment that we've for the last 3, almost 4 years been offering a very reduced rate boxing, AIBA boxing, so Olympic level in that, for competitive and non-competitive. We've had a lot of success in reaching a lot of kids and just introducing them to sport. We have a lot of people who tried it out and then it wasn't for them, but they love the facility. So they'll come and they'll visit, or they'll take part in basketball or the lacrosse. We have Spirit North, which is a Northern Alberta not-for-profit that started off, I think, with snowshoeing, and now it does horseback riding, canoeing, all this stuff for Indigenous youth. Once I got the job here, December 15th of a couple of years ago, all of the money from the Parkinson's group and from the evening boxing went immediately into the coffers of this place, helping pay off we're not-for-profit, we live in the red. So it allowed us to pay a lot of that down. And while I am sad to be moving the group out of here, I'm going to be retaining a relationship not only as the program manager, but I'm going to be still offering free for women and girls if they're members, and half price for men and boys. Now, but my boxing club in the evening probably could be best described by Martin Martineau, one of the parents of my boxers, saying, everyone always asks me, you got your kid in that Indigenous boxing club over there, what's it like? He goes, slaps his knee. It is the most diverse place you've ever seen in your whole life. We have Russians, we have Afghanis, we have Cubans, we have Blackfoot, we have Cree, we even have Chris. No, and you are 145 pounds, you are under 18, this is where you fight in the category. But other than that distinction, in my club, I prefer the term, you're just a fighter. you're no better or no worse than how you act.
Creator gave us this mud of earth, this piece of mud is called earth, and he made these 4 tribes: the black, the white, the red, the yellow. Well, you know, it's in the human to be, we're curious, we wander. The 4 tribes started wandering, not staying to their continent, where God put, Creator, whatever your system of belief is, put them. They started wandering around. They started intermarrying. So much intermarriage that you come out as one human. Mm-hmm. No more color. So I go by what the elders taught me, big time. Mm. And that's what I want to teach the young people. That's our biggest strength, is unity. Okay? Humor is such a weapon against depression and negativity. And then in our culture, you add on. You tell a funny story, everybody starts adding on. Hey? And our languages, they're so descriptive. But my biggest takeaway from all of this is don't take yourself too seriously. Because you're not going to be here forever, guarantee that. Think of your path as, how can I help people around me? Mm-hmm. Hey? And because that's going to make you feel good inside, hey? And unity. No more division, no more hierarchy. It's not our way. It's been killing us for decades, for the last 100 years since they came over, like, you know. I don't like to say that in a negative way. This is the reality. So flip that around to, hey, let's go back. Like the powwows are growing, the sun dances are growing, the graduates are growing, the society members are growing, that's our graduates. So think of we, not me. That's my takeaway.
Yeah.